Good morning. Today is Monday, August 19th. Okay, we have numbers of 19 and 30 today, so there's beginnings and endings, closing out of a cycle, moving forward into something new, and there's new joy, new information, or a new child, new communications, new message, new information, or some kind of new traveling, or a new friend. So, definitely something to celebrate, or you will get a reason to celebrate. Okay, so the moon is an Aries. That's leadership and hero energy. And what do we have today? Oh, we have a grand fire trine. Beautiful. That's helping us tap into our passion, our enthusiasm. And it's like a certain genius of spirit. It's high perception, intuition, and inspiration overall. And because this involves Jupiter and Sagittarius, there is the alchemical flame of initiation. So you'll be being prompted to move, to get your butt up and move. Okay, and let's see. Jupiter and Sagittarius, Mercury in Leo, and the moon in Aries. Okay, so basically that's, a lucky chance to express love, or you might be popular through something that's unlucky, or you might encounter somebody lucky, or you might have to step up into a leadership role, because we also have a T-square exiting through the moon in Aries. So some of you guys are either going to have to be brave, you're going to have to be courageous. There could be something that happens that involves split-second timing. You may have to act, and you may end up being a hero, okay? And on the negative side, there could be something that happens today that's basically like you've war, anger, ego, being too much, taking too much, and being angry, aggressive, wanting to fight. This can involve with Mercury in Leo, the moon in Aries. This could be a car accident, or some kind of accident involving transportation, or while you're in transit, some kind of accident. With Mercury in Leo, it can be wire, it can be fire, it can be short-circuiting, it could be famous people, it can also be popular people, or it could be that people are telling you they love you, and it could be lies. Keeping your enemy close. Okay, I'm getting keeping your enemy close. So that T-square is with the North Node and the South Node Saturn conjunction in Capricorn at 15 and 14 degrees. Okay, so asking you to decide, are you going to be brave? Are you going to step into the new? Or are you going to refuse and ensue battle on the new, or the changes taking place? Okay, so that's not sounding like great energy, guys, because that gives me like with Aries being ruled by Mars. That can be surgery, cutting, bruises. It can be weapons. It can be physical fighting, war and aggression. That could be another shootout. And it's definitely, it's his final destination, fated and destined situation. It feels like it could be a huge tower moment. There could literally be explosions. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's fire, there's a bigger fire. Where there's steam and sparks, and so there's like a fireworks show. A fireworks showing that pushes past the fire into, it's like fire turning into lava, where initially the fire was spreading, but then it becomes even more volatile, not just angry, but aggressive and angry. So it's kind of like a leveling up in passion. So for some of you guys on the love front, it sounds like it would be really sexual and really loving. We also have numbers of 14, 14, 14, 15, 15, 15. So for 14, that is the balancing. And then with 15, 15, 15, that's an alchemical transformation. So it's like something is destined and fated to happen. There's some new information coming in, beginnings and endings. New transportation. I keep getting transportation today. So we literally have 1, 2, and 2 new goals. Manifestation of a new goal. Something that suddenly comes in, something that you have to suddenly do. You might be diverted, but however, if you spend all your energy freaking out, this is kind of like a freak accident. With the 314s, that's changes. Changes of control. Things are out of control. There's a change in the self. You must act quickly and give selflessly or help somebody who's helpless. It's definitely serving someone else. Yeah, you could be forced to serve someone else or help somebody else today. A new situation coming in. Oh boy. So some of you guys, something could happen to you and you literally become the hero where you have to step up to a situation, and this changes the balance of things. And it might, for some of you, you might be awakened out of complacency. For others, you will be stepping into a role of something you had deep down inside you and you never knew until, you never know what you can do until the situation arrives. Okay, so first 2 cards, we got Privileged Lady and Journey. Reversed. Okay, so this could literally be some kind of traveling. Privileged Lady. Somebody on vacation, somebody with a title, somebody important, a debutante, could be a young lady, somebody with a title, good background, good breeding, good money, well-traveled. It's like somebody coming home from vacation or something, or some kind of travels. So journey is beginnings and endings. This is literally journey, your arrivals and departures. This is the actual travel and the excursion. So there could have been an accident. Either somebody's coming home before their vacation is over. Why I'm saying that is because this is a number 10. So this is like the completion of the journey as your vacation ends, or towards the ending of your vacation, or your vacation ended. And then the Privileged Lady with 12. Surrendered. Somebody was trying to come home and their way home is cut short. And they're kind of resigned to, like, okay, well, I mean, either they were forced to surrender or they were surrendered. Ace of Cups, King of Wands, and 9 of Cups. The Hermit. Okay, there's that Virgo energy. As Mars moved into Virgo towards the end of the week, that energy is already coming in. Okay, so somebody's contemplating. There's somewhere that they need to go, and they're kind of being held back, or they're trapped for some reason. For some reason, they can't finish what they're doing, or they can't finish what their original intentions are. Yeah, so there's a sense of being trapped or an entrapment. I know last week I was getting a lot of the kidnapping and being held like for ransom, and even with dogs, like with the Humane Society, like being held in a cage, not being allowed to roam free or to be free. So somebody's like not free to go home. for some reason, or they're feeling the call to go home. Now, home could not just be, it's not just a physical place where you reside. Okay, it can be like your hometown or home to mommy or home to daddy, because there was a lot of needing the mother or wanting to go home to mommy or wanting the mommy. Or there's going to be, excuse me. Now, when I read these to you, some of these energies may have already rolled in. It just depends upon your personal chart, where your houses start. You know, if you have any negative transits to the current daily transits, or it could be happening right now. You could go home and this could happen. You could be trying to go home and something could happen. And then it could be about to happen, but I really feel like with the Mars going into Virgo, it is definitely that energy coming in. So it feels like this situation has happened. You have this opportunity to go home. That's your main objective. You want to go home, or you want to go to the mama. And it's just not happening yet, okay? You're feeling like you're held back, but you're surrendering to the feeling of being held back, because you know the universe has to do its workings elsewhere. It's like you've got to wait for somebody else to rise to the occasion. You're already there. You just got to hold the faith and wait for these other things to get to that higher vibration in order to come to you. Things are on an upswing. The universe is working around you, okay? So you must get a hold of yourself. Mars in Virgo. Don't spin, okay? I know you want to go home. When it is time, the universe will present the opportunity to you, and Mars will light that flame under your ass. But today, you might be thinking about it quite a bit, okay? Because we have that Grand Fire Trine and that T-square. So you're really thinking about the changes you want to make, about how lucky an opportunity this will be, and how it's so much better. You know, it's go time for self-loving, healthier practices. With Mercury and Leo, it can be communication about healthy practices, okay? And it can be healthy practices to kids. It's basically healthy self-esteem. With Jupiter and Sagittarius, hope, optimism, being lucky. And Moon in Aries, that would be courage and leadership ability. Not wanting to be under somebody else's rules. That is a Grand Fire Trine. That is not a T-square, so it's a negative thing. But when there's Jupiter involved, Jupiter is a benefactor, so when it's squaring anything, it's prompting action. Okay, so it's prompting healthy communication, it's prompting healthy thinking, it's prompting communication with children, healthy communication with children, or communication about health, okay, or communication about popularity or love. Okay, Jupiter can be a lucky chance. It can be having hope. But also with the square too, depending upon, you know, your personal individual chart, it can be about where you're squandering your resources, prompting you to take a look at where you've wasted energetic resources, and forcing you to change with the alchemical flame of initiation. Okay, and that change is at the very next degree is when the T-square comes in. Okay, because the Grand Fire Trine is Moon in Aries at 14 degrees. Okay, time to level that and begin again, because it's not working. Okay, T-square, exits Moon in Aries at 15 degrees. Okay, the midpoint. Which way are you going to go? You're going to keep wasting, or you're going to be brave and make the changes that inspire you to reach for the stars. Okay, and this is going to be a life-changing thing. Okay, life-changing actions taking place today. So for somebody, the Hermit is self-mastery. Okay, digging deep into the self, putting the puzzle pieces together, trying to get a grip, realizing that there's divine timing in play right now. Okay, Ace of Cups, love, real love, self-love. This is also blessings and new beginnings. So, with the contemplation, you realize that you need to do things in a healthy way. You need to do things more that in alignment with your soul purpose, where you're supposed to be moving. So you could be just analyzing what's next. Okay, I know I have to do this. Now we start filling in the details. In order to do this, I must first fill in the blank. Okay, so there's some details, and every single detail is going to be in alignment. Okay, It's not going to be taking from somebody else or giving too much to somebody else. This is an even give and take flow. Okay. Okay, so on this cup, the bubbles in harmony, in unison. Look at that. Okay, so what I was getting in the last couple of days was I was seeing balloons, multicolored balloons, mostly red, blue, and yellow. Okay, and over here we've got 3 bubbles. Okay, and how they're drawn is there's one medium area. So that's basically like 2 people coming together with the same idea and meeting for a common goal. Okay, now around only the center is filled in. The rest of it is all yellow. Okay, so it's basically yellow is caution. And there, look, there's a flame in there too. I didn't realize that's a flame in the middle. This is unison. So for some of you guys, this may be a blessed event. Some of you guys are going to wind up pregnant. Okay, some of you guys have just found out you're pregnant. Or some of you guys may have been blessed with a new baby. Okay, you're not quite home yet. Okay, now you have to get situated. What do you have to do to be able to settle in and be at home? You know, all the practical things. So this is a blessing. This is a clearing that has happened. You can't go home yet because you're not done. You're waiting for something else or someone else with this blessing, this love. King of Wands. Ooh, we love when Thoth makes an appearance. Okay, this is energy enhancement. This is an amazing ability to confront problems, to be dynamic, driven in purpose. So somebody here, oh, so you could be going home, but you're waiting for somebody to get up and get moving. You guys probably have realized recently that this love is real. And you've been kind of waiting for this for a long time. 9 of Cups is happiness, fulfillment, satiation. This is for an old wish. Look at that. Look at the flower, how the tree of life fills all these cups. This is because this energy is finally reserved for you. This energy isn't being diverted. Okay, so there's a concentration to this king wants to fill your cup. They love you. They want to fulfill your needs. And previous to this, there may have been some kind of shakeup to where, you know, this is the reason why they're not home yet. They're finding their way home with you. They may have initially voiced that they're in it with you. Okay, and they may have realized recently that their heart is in it with you. Okay, now it's time to change. Now that their hearts and their minds have changed, now it needs to reflect in the physical action. So Wands is a manifestation of actions. So you might be seeing that they finally show you in so many ways that they love you. And I'm not sure which way they do it, but it's go time for them. Okay, and it's definitely something that you've been waiting for, to feel comfortable. This is all Uranus retrograde in Taurus too, because Taurus is about comforts, all kinds of comforts, spiritual, mental, physical, monetary, you know, relationship, comfort, being at home with somebody, belonging somewhere to something or someone, even if it's an idea or a situation, feeling like you're in the mix. Okay, being mixed together and not being the undiluted element in a solution. I don't know how else to explain it. You're finally being integrated into the heart, into the mind, and now there's like the consideration of what physical manifestations would show that you belong, or this is your comfort, this is where you need to be at home with. And it looks like the divine male is finally showing not only not possession, not ownership, but like giving themselves to the relationship, physically being vested. Okay, so they might have recently done something for you that they haven't done for you before, like when they used to have this false sense of security or false sense of power over you. They would always have their hand out. So like in the last week or so, or in the next week or so, they might do something for you without asking. They might get up and go, hey, let's do this for you, or hey, let's take you shopping, or hey, let's go do your yard. They have this reserve of energy that they suddenly throw at you and invest in you. And it's like, oh my gosh, really? You're doing something I needed? So they're vested. And this is their first physical investment that you can see on the physical realm. Unexpected income. Doesn't necessarily have to be money, but that can be receiving unexpected energy. Okay, and it's a number 27. 27 equals 9. So somebody unconditionally loves you. And for others, this can close out a selfishness cycle when you finally see them giving back. Okay, so this is like somebody giving to you unexpected income. It's like a refund. It's like the Six of Pentacles. Can we clarify the unexpected income, please? It's like the Six of Pentacles, getting something back that you've been waiting for. So this is a little bit of help. You can't find a little help from my friends. Okay, so you've received a little bit of help. You may not have realized it, but you know, this could be like a girlfriend coming to your aid where previously you had to help her a couple of times and all of a sudden you needed help and boom, she was there. Okay, she was there in a second, in a minute, no hesitations. What do you need? That kind of deal. Hold on. Or some of you guys could be realizing by giving others, that's kind of opening the floodgates for your abundance to come back to you. A lot of you guys are immediately being hit with karma, whether good or bad. So if you decided to give in and do what was fair and help somebody else, you may have found that you received something back like immediately. Okay, whereas, you know, if there was somebody who came out of anger, as with, you know, the King of Wands can be anger, waging war or declaring war on something, that energy would be spent and taken from someone else, in which case there is no reserves because somebody's tapping into yours. This is a reversal where somebody's no longer tapping into your reserves, but they're giving to you. And they're finding that because they've released something to you, they've released this energy to you, that they're getting it back in some other way. So you may have initially felt like you were ripped off in some way, but come to find out, you weren't ripped off. And realizing that you really truly weren't ripped off may make you feel a little rich. Okay, it saved you some thought with the Mars moving into Virgo and the Sun moving into Virgo analysis paralysis. Okay, so you could have spun about something and you didn't. And then you realized that, oh, I'm glad I didn't, you know, waste time or waste energy or waste money on something, or I wasted time or money. I did waste time and money on something, but no more. Now I'm reserving it for myself, and you're going to find that you're richer. Okay, instead of wasting your thoughts on something else, you're now relaxed and clearer. Okay, where you would have spiraled downward and eventually, you know, come from that victim mentality, but you chose to rise as the victor. Okay, and feeling grateful, being in gratitude, and still coming from that place of compassion and integrity. Okay, so it makes you feel full, fulfillment. Okay, that's what this Nine of Cups is. Somebody is finally giving them back. They're being of service, and it's making them feel richer. And it is richer because you're strengthening the bond. You've got this ally now, and it's about time. Okay, Devil and the Princess of Wands. Okay, the Devil can be self-sabotage, and the Princess of Wands can be impulsive, bitchy communication. So this can be, the underlying theme is you're finally giving because you might be recognizing that you haven't been fair to somebody. Okay, the power games, the devil likes to bully, likes to boss, likes to take from. This is the devil. The devil has a false sense of power. They only have power if you give it to them. Okay, and then there's a Princess of Wands, impulsive communication. Oh hell no, bitch! You are not taking from me anymore. I don't give a fuck what. Okay, this is my sexy bitch. This is also excited communication. So for some of you guys, this can be like, oh my God, after so long of taking from me, they're giving back to me. So this is a switch. This is a switch in fortune, in finances, in security. Okay, for once you're feeling secure with this person because they realize that they can have security with you. They just have to be secure in themselves. So it took a lot for this person to be secure in this partnership or this relationship, and they either decided, this is it, you are my person, I need to start investing, or they could have realized where they've been codependent. Where they've been codependent with you. Okay, the eye is catching my eye again. The all-seeing eye presiding over the devil. This is like they're hearing the messages. It was divinely scheduled that they came face to face with their own brutality. Face to face with their own fears. This could have been from somebody who angrily communicated with them. You take too much from me. So there could have been this reserve, this pulling back of, wait a minute, am I trying to dominate or domineer or power play this person? Okay, so there was that hermit again. So it looks like there was a previous confrontation that forced you to confront yourself. Okay, so this is two people now. This is a third-party outsider where you've been butting heads with your partner or your lover or a twin flame, whatever it is. Could be a family member, somebody you care about. Okay, you've had this long-standing situation where you guys couldn't see eye to eye. And here comes this third person coming in, projecting their projectiles at you, blaming you for this, and that, and it's unwarranted, and it really brings your attention to, it's like the victimizer was victimized, okay? They got to walk a mile in your shoes, basically, because of somebody else, okay? And it's funny how this chain of events happens, okay? This person that yelled and screamed at them, it may or may not have been true, but there was some truth in it, as they realize, hey, wait a minute, this person is accusing me of this. Then, ta-da, you know, the eye in the sky, the sun in Virgo has them take a look and realize, where have I done this to other people? That's not fair, they're doing this to me. Wait a minute, do I do this to other people? And the answer is yes, I do that to other people. I need to flip that up. This person is important in my life. I've got a lot of passion. She's like the most inspiring, sexy thing ever. She lifts me up. He lifts me up. I want to say she because it feels like the divine male. This is what is going on with the divine male energy. And if you're feminine, this could possibly be the divine male energy that you're working on inside you, because we have both energies. But somebody is realizing what they're doing to you because it was now done to them. So there's been a role reversal here. Okay, and this is what is bringing up this abundance of energy, is somebody is realizing the error of their ways and their power tactics and control. And they're losing it. It's like instead of taking power from you, now they're trying to figure out ways how to empower you, because they're now realizing, you know, if you're with them, if you disempower them, it may feel like you have more power, but this person becomes powerless, and what happens is they leave. They leave when they don't even have power over themselves. They will leave eventually, or things will go really, really bad. If you really truly want this person, you have to give them their freedom, empower them instead of taking power away from them, because when you energize your partner, that energizes the entire relationship. What benefits one benefits all, and that applies to humankind and in relationships. Okay, look at that. 3 of Cups. Okay, celebration. So some of you guys could have been really intimate. This could be at a party. Shit could have gone sideways at a party or at a meeting. This could be a business meeting where somebody gets an opportunity to expand in some way, excited about some big business opportunities or a job. Three of Cups can also be about a business meeting, a celebration, but this is intimate. It can be like a team meeting, or it can be just bonding with a few friends over a few drinks. So this could be an important business meeting that could net you a lot of money or some kind of connection. This can be a type of reunion. And with all the retrograde energies in play, this could be something coming back from the past to start again. Coming back into play. Okay, I heard coming back into play. Somebody's coming back into play. Something that you forgot about or didn't put a lot of energy into previously, you're now going to be delving into it. All you know is you've got to do something different in order to generate some money, and it looks like you're going to be generating a little bit. Okay, 9 of Wands and 8 of Swords. Feeling trapped, physically trapped and mentally trapped. Not being able to move forward, but feeling restricted. So this feels like complications. Some of you guys may be getting an offer. This could be a job offer that you're contemplating. Contemplating. Still contemplating. No definite decisions yet. Something's up in the air. Can we clarify 9 of Wands, please? 9 of Wands can be like not committed. This could be somebody that you previously thought you might be meeting with decides that they want to pull out. Maybe they feel trapped. And all they're doing is they're just addressing their own needs, okay? And also, too, there is this guilt. They got a little bit of guilt, but they must move forward to grow. So why you may have held your hand back or stopped somebody from doing something or said, wait. They kind of didn't wait. It's like they didn't wait around. So this sense, some people were waiting and others that weren't meant to be, they've kind of moved on. Moving on from troubled waters. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is clarifying this. Stress. So for some, you guys have moved on to calmer waters. Stress and being held back. Feeling trapped, feeling guilty. So you guys are moving on from a limiting situation. Held you back physically and held you back mentally. Leaving a situation and not looking back. Definitely leaving something behind. Could be job. Could be a way of life. Could be a home. Look at that. 4 of Wands and Queen of Cups. So for some of you guys, you're moving forward to create a home base. You're creating a base. We've got 1111. Manifestation of goals. A foundation. This is achievement. Success. Finally accomplishing something. Because it's the 4 And 1111, loving the self, loving each other. And it's 4, and this is Queen of Cups. Okay, so it's about emotional security, security of the heart. It's also, because it's action, there's an action. Somebody is loyal, devoted, and dedicated at building something, at accomplishing something, at building a home, or building security with somebody, building building a bond with somebody, taking action, building a wand. Yeah, you know, there's actions that are building, that are allowing you to move forward. Okay, so this is like knowing that you're knowing that you can trust your partner, that your partner will not run when the going gets tough. They've been pushed this way. The divine males have been pushed into this relationship, and they've been like, all their outs, their backdoor outs, their karmic lessons, and all those things from the past have been brought up for them to clear, so they can decide if they want to move forward. So this is not only deciding to move forward, they've already moved past the wanting to move forward, and they're beginning to act in the physical realm. So with the 1111, achievement, success, manifestation of goals, partnership, committed relationship. With Queen of Cups, empathy, sympathy, nurturing the emotional roots, taking care of the home, building a home in the heart, in the mind, in the soul, and in the physical realm as well. So this can be like finally having that home together. Some of you guys are building from the ground up. I mean, you could be like pouring the slab, or discussing do it yourself or fix it yourself, and you guys are linking up together. Look at that. This is the first time I've noticed that, okay? I don't know what the hell this thing is that she's holding, but you see here on the sides, these are little angels with like one wing. So it's kind of like, you know, Queen of Hearts, she is the embodiment of love, pure love, kind, gentle, nurturing. And this can be any kindly old lady. It is representative of water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But you see how the angels have one wing? It's like when you're together, it's a heavenly match. And also, too, looking at it, it looks like, you know, Black Moon Lilith, which is kind of like both of you guys, you know, you guys are two halves of one, but you're both free within the confines of the relationship. So this is like a new emotional foundation, too, and a new physical freedom, emotional freedom, spiritual freedom. This is like the setting free. As soon as you release the negative, you felt more freer than you ever were before. So I almost feel like maybe this weekend you guys are going to be celebrating something. Okay, you know, lots of love, lots of laughter, lots of sex. Go on and make that baby. I want to know a little bit more about building a foundation. So can we clarify the 1111? 4 of Wands. Oh, Princess of Swords. Not spying. Okay, so if in fact this is some kind of a business deal or some kind of a business meeting, this is something that they've never seen before. It's definitely introducing a new idea. Princess of Swords would be spying, would be hacking, would be like stalking, but it's reversed. Okay, so this is something fresh that you could be excited about, a fresh service, a fresh idea. Definitely something new, a new way. And this may be with somebody that you definitely trust. This is like a reveal. So this could be like an investment party where you're pitching your sales, kind of like Shark Tank, you know, where you go and you tell them what your stuff's all about, but you leave nothing back. It's, for some reason, you don't have to worry about piracy or somebody stealing your ideas, because this service is really unique to you, this service of mind. I mean, other people can try to recreate it, but they don't have your mind. So this is like your specialty or something, special proposition. This could also be recruitment, though. We want you, come and meet with us. We think that you can serve us well, and that you're the perfect person for the job. Yeah, this can be recruitment. You know, we want you. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, so I asked to clarify the Four of Wands, the foundation, the achievement, the success, the commitment, being exclusive, being inclusive. So you're being exclusive with somebody, you're being included somewhere else, and you're excluding anything negative. Okay, clued. Yeah, you're getting clued in. Clued in X. So the only thing left to do is to seclude yourself in order to celebrate what you've accomplished. Now, we've got these 3 cards and they popped out reversed. So to me, that's psychic download. So this is really an awareness of things. When you physically get into the home, or when you're in a physical comfort with this person, it's not completed yet, but when you get there, it's like things are going to be different. You've got Ace of Swords, Princess of this, and Queen of this. That's nice money energy, big time. So this is like a major manifestation that's going to be coming in, because your reserves are now compiled. Instead of somebody taking from you in fear of not having enough, you know, being the sucky bitch and demanding more and more, now they're all in. So they're like, okay, come here. Here's mine too. Here. Now what do we got? And they're looking at it, so what do we got? Instead of, give me this. This is what I got. Give me more. You know, so it's really being in union and coming around to the idea. It's recognition, knowledge, truth, and clarity and communication. This is another blessing. Okay, a new way of thinking. Where previous relationships had failed, this one is going to be a success. Okay, and once you're really waiting for the DM to resign to the fact that this relationship is meant to be, and to put their full energy into it. And once they physically started putting their energy into it, it created this whole new relationship. You guys have now officially entered the higher timeline. So now the cutting off of the past timeline, which you guys have already gone through that. Okay, that past timeline, you were trapped in it, and it was a repetitive cycle for the longest time. But with the, Eight of Swords, the guilt, the stress, 8 is also the end of ability to cope, learning your lesson, not getting so stressed when you're feeling restricted. Okay, and somebody's realizing that, and that's where the importance of the Black Moon Lilith angels, half angel wings, is coming into play. Realizing that you're freer in this relationship than you were when you were single. Okay, within the confines of the love. So yeah, it's definitely changing for love. It's changing the way you think, but it's changing to more of a peaceful, look at that, olive branch, laurel leaves, the rainbow in the clouds, the blessing. Some of you guys could be getting big downloads. This could be law of attraction. Princess of Pentacles, for some, this is good news. It could be communication. It can be discussion and negotiation, because this is slowly but surely, and it's about practical things. Okay, so the truth is, we need to get things in order. Very prominent in the Virgo season. Then we've got Queen of Pentacles, who's kind and nurturing, giving, generous. This is the mother energy, the earth energy with Uranus and Taurus. This is the mother in yourself and the child in yourself. New knowledge that you must balance the mature side and the child side, to serve both, to recognize that in each of you. Oh, look at that. And what is catching my eye? It is the yin and yang. It is in this star symbol here. I'm not sure exactly what that stands for, but it's probably like the Merkaba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pentagram. That is protection. That is generosity. It is energy. So some of you guys are putting your intentions out there and seeing it manifest at a stunning level. It's like you guys are finally, now that this person has resigned to us instead of me, or, you know, me against you, it's now me and you. So now that they're recognizing that you have needs too, they're kind of taking you under their wings, where kind of you were outside of the wings, and there was always this shield of deflection, you know. Anytime you needed something, they would completely ignore you, but ask you for more. So with the recognition, the self-mastery, and the recognition of having your own power and allowing your partner to be free in the relationship if you truly want it. You cannot take from them. You do not own them. Real love just is. You can't make somebody love you. Okay? And shitty treatment will only deter them from you. Okay? So now you must give back. You must give your energy. So this is negotiation of practical means. We got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do that. And then like a boss, getting to it. So somebody is now being looked at as the matriarch instead of the burden. It's like the status has been elevated also too. But as much as you're the matriarch, you're the baby. You're the baby and the mommy. So this is like a duality of a role. So you've got water energy and you've got earth energy. So there's a really emotional, loyal attachment there. God, this is all in, guys. And it's, you know, when you two guys are together, you can make miracles happen. Okay, and this is going to be manifesting on the physical realm. You guys are law of attracting into the physical realm, setting up this foundation or setting up this home. Getting started on the home front, building a home together. Okay, so there could have been a structure that existed previously that you guys are now taking care of. Or you could be starting from the ground up and building a home, like doing the foundation or the foundation work, turning a house into a home, putting up pictures, you know, bringing in beautiful scents, that kind of deal. Occupation. Okay, so for some of you guys, the divine male may have realized that they need to support you in what you want to do. Okay, also within the being free within the confines of the relationship. Previously, they may not have supported you. They may have dismissed you. You know, things like dropping you off to work at late. When you start at 9 o'clock, they're dropping you off at 9:15, 9:20, just being really disrespectful. And you haven't really said anything about it because that was part of your lesson too, to be patient. You know, you're going to work. You're working for yourself. You really are your boss. So when shit goes sideways, it's important you not freak out, but also too it bothers you that there was this measure of like what was important to you wasn't important to them. So now that's going to turn around. Okay, I'm thinking that they're going to realize that this is what is at the root of your heart, and they need to support you. If you want to sell socks, if you want to sell socks on the side of the highway, if you want to, you know, I don't know, if you want to sell trail mix on the side of the highway, or, you know, stand on the corner and sell a bag of oranges, and that's what you want to do, they need to be behind you to support it, because otherwise they take energy away from you, okay, by dismissing what's important to you. Okay, strength and 5 of Wands. Okay, so strength can be about taming the triggers, being strong, going beyond, exceeding limitations. So for some of you guys, you need to just have faith and you need to keep going because all will be going well. 8 can also be about inheritance, tycoonery, and wealth. A wealth of energy. Okay, so because they're now supporting you, you may be able to put more time and energy into doing what you love or making a business out of what you love. Then we got 5 of Wands. Okay, 5 of Wands can be fighting. It can be physical fighting. So you may have to tell them, I'm going to do what I want. This can be inner insecurity too. Saturn in Leo, so order, healthy order of things. Competition, it could be competition. Where you always had to fight to make your divine mission, your purpose. Okay, so this is encouraging us to stay strong in our divine mission and our soul purpose, regardless of what circumstances turn up. 5 of Wands can be like another competitor coming in that you must be like, okay, you know, they're a viable competitor. You got to respect them too, you know, because they're in it just like you are. But this could also be an additional factor that forces you to level up in order to keep whatever gains that you've already had. Okay, so you may have to adamantly put your foot down. They may want you to do something or work at some kind of other job for you to satisfy them. And that's not it. You're not here to satisfy them. Okay, so they're going to have to get over that. And you're going to have to stand strong and say, no, this is what I'm doing whether you like it or not. I don't care. I'm not going to fight with you. And a lot of you guys, you might back down, you might give in because you're worried about money and having to pay, you know, having to pay the bills. Chariot. Once again, Cancerian energy. Wow, Cancer and Leo, very prominent here. There's a change in competition with what you do. Something else, something demands that you grow. Chariot, determination, Cancer energy. Harnessing all your willpower and moving forward. Being dedicated and loyal and true, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, being forced to level up, what you're aiming for. What are you aiming for? Security. Just a second, guys, I'm getting something. Okay, this is Cancerian energy. We're rolling into the Virgo energy. We're moving out of Leo. So as it's coming out of Cancer's second house, we're moving into the third house. So there's traveling, there's information, there's communication. So this may be doing some running around or doing additional research. 7 can be about awakenings or destruction. 5 can be about fighting, surprises, changes, or gifts. Okay, so there may be an opportunity to level up somewhere. There's still some research that has to be done. This could be somebody sweating about driving, about your travels. You guys could be fighting about a car. Maybe somebody doesn't have a car, or there's something about the way that they get to work. Maybe riding the bus or broke ass moped or bicycle or something about like the bicycle keeps breaking down and you know you've got duct tape on the tires or something like that. You can't even get to work. Okay, so there could have been some difficulties in regards to traveling, or could be this change in location has something to do with you having to travel to work differently, or you're not sure how you're going to get to work because this is a different route, or you're not sure how this is going to work out. Okay, so I'm looking at the Chariot card, and there's two wings over here, but when I looked at them, it was kind of like they were frozen and crumpled. So this almost looks like somebody's bitching about your mode of travel. Or they're bitching that they have to take you. Or it's just their reservations. So yeah, so somebody's still been sweating you about how you're getting to work. Maybe they're feeling bothered that they have to drop you off, or that maybe you've been expecting them to drop them off, or maybe you've just been tracking out on your own, and now that you guys are moving, there may be an argument like you need to get your license, or you need to get the insurance for the car, or you need to get a car, or you need to get a bicycle because you need to have a mode of transportation if you want to keep it up. And for some of you guys, there could have been some kind of short in the car recently, like something went wrong with the vehicle. It was minor. Yeah, okay, so there could have been something that went sideways with your mode of transportation, okay, and at first it was a freak out, but come to find out, like, you instinctively knew what went wrong, or somebody else came in and they came up with sheer genius, this idea or thing out from left field, and it was exactly what solved the issue with your vehicle or with your mechanical thing. I had a friend who had an issue with the generator, and I myself had issues with the vehicle. So there could have been some kind of short circuiting with the vehicle, and it seemed like it was going to turn into a big thing, and you thought that you were going to be robbed or ripped off, or you felt like you were going to be cheated, and really somehow somebody came in and saved the day. Somebody came in and saved the day. Yeah, because this almost feels like the Mercury and Leo. They keep bringing my attention to the flowers in the Five of Wands. Okay, so some growth out of that. It's flaming flowers, so it's like a little bit of spark, but it grew, but not necessarily the fire grew, but it was for growth. There was testing provided to test your inner security. Five of Wands is also about insecurities, inner insecurities. It can lead to projection. Yeah, so you guys could have had like a little short circuiting of something where a fuse blew in something mechanical, in your car, in your generator. Could have been in your home, something short circuited, or there was something hokey with the wires and the fuses, and somebody came in and managed to solve it. So this could have been a real test of your patience, not to freak out, and then you thought you had it situated, and then turned out you didn't. So it was kind of like a testing of your patience after learning something, learning to be consciously aware. You guys like experienced a midterm. Okay, now this is not your final exam yet, guys. Okay, so now that you've seen how it works and how things turned out positive, most likely you will have a tower moment coming. But right now there's some analysis, okay? And you guys are going to be saved by Virgo season, because you're going to be putting a lot of thought into self-mastery and how not to play the victim. So yeah, as we roll through Virgo season, you're going to get some chances. You're going to be tested, and you're going to come through with flying colors, pure, because Virgo is about purity, right? Virgo, the virgin, back to purity. Okay, so courage and prosperity. Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs, right? See, Archangel, she says stand up for yourself. That's what this is saying. Prosperity, Archangel Ariel, again, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Okay, didn't I say something about that? Yeah, the law of attraction. I mean, the law of attraction came, and blessings came with the Princess of Pentacles and the Queen of Discs. So it's, you know, like being energetically protected with prosperity. And that's in combination with the unexpected income. So, you know, you are being blessed with energy reserves, because you are allotting them in the correct places, and you're teaching somebody else how to allot them to the correct place, or they're learning and physically allotting the energy to where they should be investing it. Okay, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you guys later. Love you. Take care.